We got the game man for the 5. Sorry, I need to say that slower. The game man.
Syllables. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's worse is that they'll blame video games for mass shootings like this one. Even RFK Jr. has started blaming them, which was a topic tonight, which actually,
dude, that's how my day started. I saw that was this morning, right?
Yeah, that was this morning. That's
it's such low-hanging fruit because video games is the #1 source of entertainment right now. So you could say anybody who commits a crime, you could probably find a video game that they play, whether it's Candy Crush or what. Like, fuck out of here.
Checkers, Monopoly. Let's actually talk about that because I have this all pulled up, and this is a situation that I wanted to address today and then hit the fan.
Yeah.
Let me bring this up. Pirate Nation on X says RFK Jr. claims mass shootings may be linked to video games. Studies by the Secret Service, Department of Education, and American Psychological Association have widely dismissed this. And this is a 1-minute clip from Culture Crave. So I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but here's RFK, which a guy that I had a lot of respect for. And then I saw this happen and I'm like, welp.
Switzerland has a comparable number of guns as we do. And the last mass shooting they had was 23 years ago. We're having mass shootings every 23 hours. Oh, there are many, many things that happened in the 1990s that could explain these. One is the dependence on psychiatric drugs, which is in our country is unlike any other country in the world. It could be there could be connections with video games.
There it is.
No, he had me in the first half. He had me in the first half.
Totally had us in the first half. I will say, and then I'll throw it out there for you guys. They always want to ignore the socioeconomical situation of how the government has basically inflated away debt by putting that tax on the people and then stressing people out, depressing their lives, making their lives absolute shit, making them feel like they're fucking slaves to the system, working day in and day out, barely scraping by, can't afford a house, can't afford anything. People are frustrated. They're pent up aggression. They're getting pills popped in them from every direction. But no, guys, let's blame video games instead because that's the reason.
And so what they're doing, because it's low hanging fruit. So it's like if a 19-year-old gets super upset and he starts watching black pill content, because I mean, what they do, he's seeing all his friends get laid, but he can't get fucking laid, and he doesn't realize nobody's ever told him that. Like, listen, as you know what I'm saying, when you're young, you're at your least attractive. You know what I'm saying? You're broke, you're skinny, hopefully.
You got zits all over your face.
Yeah, zits all over your face. All the girls are hooking up with older cats. You know what I'm saying? That was a point in my life where I'm like, damn, why all the girls kicking it with these old dudes, man? So you don't realize that, and plus you raised by your
Andreas
mama.
is the old dude. He's like, yeah.
Like, oh shit. Now I get it.
And so you're raised by your mama, so you don't understand. You was never taught the importance of controlling your emotions, and so you go and air out of school. And so they start doing their studies on you, and they say, "Oh, he played video games. He played video." No, you fucker. He wasn't getting laid.
That's, by the way, that's when it comes back. It's sexual frustration.
Exactly.
Part of it.
I guarantee you, if dudes was out here getting laid on a regular, crime would go down.
That's why I keep advocating for do not ever fucking ban porn. Porn is very, very important because you don't want people having pent up aggression.
Well, I think I don't know. I think the feeling after you're done with the damn porn is enough to make a dude want to go and air out of school. You know what I'm saying? It's,
the shame, right? Okay.
Yeah, the shame, which is why I know a lot of people don't believe me, and that's fine.
God damn, Atreus talking about his post nut clarity tonight.
I'm just saying,
post clut depression, I guess.
That's the first time I've heard that. That's cold. That's a bar. Post nut depression. Woo, I like that.
It sounds like it though. It sounds accurate.
Yeah, it does sound accurate because you know what I'm saying. You kind of hate yourself afterwards. Like, damn, like if I would just put in the work, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember the late great Kevin Samuels asked the dude. He was he used to take like coaching calls or whatever the case may be, and the dude pretty much made the argument that like I rather, you know what I'm saying, I rather just watch porn and deal with these women. And then Kevin Samuels asked him, he said, so, I mean, like, you cool with just busting nuts on yourself? And bro, you know how crazy that sounds? That sounds crazy.
But, I mean, to be fair, society has kind of taught young men to stay the fuck away from women.
That is
because women are going to claim whatever the fuck they want, and you don't know, and you have no power, and it's believe all women, and your life is fucked if you get with a crazy chick, and you don't understand when you're a younger man, you don't actually know what crazy is until you're in the situation.
Crazy looks hot. Yeah, crazy looks hot when you're young. Yeah.
It's getting so bad that even beautiful women are saying, I'm not getting hit on anymore. What's the problem with guys? I'm like, this ground was laid. They are afraid to approach.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'll say to men who are like, it's easy to, you know, for us to say, hey, ladies, y'all told us to leave you alone, but especially after going to Dragon Con, I would say that people are really begging for you to talk to them. They just don't have any social skills.
That's
they don't. True. They don't know how to take compliments. They want you to speak to them, but they go on defense immediately. And I just remember the girls saying, those cosplaying girls that we spoke to, it was like, yeah, they celebrated the fact that, you know, we came up and spoke to them because most people are afraid to talk to them. And like, I'm not saying go up to a woman that looks like Margot Robbie. You obviously got to know your lane, but you know,
hey, shoot your shot, bro. Shoot your shot.
That's the worst she can say.
Shoot your
shot
right? With caution, fool. Because if you go up to Margot Robbie and you look like fucking Jack Black, you're gonna have a problem.
Unless you're making the money that Jack Black makes.
I was gonna say he gets him in the movies. Seems to work fine there.
Wow. We have an update, by the way. And shout out to I'm Batman for this. Just sent this breaking here from the person that was caught on Ghost of Yotei. They're now doubling down.
No way, dude.
Wow.
The Ghost of Yotei dev is pretty much doubling down at this point. Ooh woo. I have been told that Twitter has noticed me from across the room. Ooh woo.
And has also tweeted again, or Blue Sky, or whatever the hell they call it. Says some of y'all have never heard of the critically acclaimed Mario Bros. Franchise by Nintendo, and it shows.
My goodness. It's like the worst cringe humor you could ever have. We're talking about a dude that lost his life today with a wife and kids. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Like, seriously.
Yep.
I'm all for, by the way, I'm all for dark humor, and I'm all for like trying to make light of situations, but holy shit, like read the room.
We're talking about cold-blooded murder.
There's a time and a place, you know, there's a time and a place. And I don't know if you saw, but you know, a big account, Kaguya's Top Gal, they often post like the really dark Sam Hyde memes after a big event. You know, give it a couple days and it's like, oh, Sam Hyde did it again. Well, they were shitting on somebody who did the exact same thing within like hours of the Charlie Kirk hit. Like they literally just showed a picture of Sam Hyde and said that he was the shooter, you know? And it's like, you gotta read the room. You gotta pick your moments.
But anyways, back to this, because I can't with these psychos. This is something I wanted to speak on specifically with this. The NCS Master says, reminder that video games are just as big, if not bigger, in countries like Japan, South Korea, and China. Guess what? They don't even have a fraction of compared to the US.
Violent murders?
School shootings, specifically, which is what RFK is trying to blame video games on right now. Like, I don't know how many times we need to have this conversation. Gaming has been around long enough. We've grown up with it. Our generation has had gaming around our entire lives. These older people have not their entire lives. And it shows that many of them have never played games. So they're standing on the other side of the equation, looking at games. It's like, well, that's got to be an explanation. Because guess what these people do? They watch movies. Oh, it couldn't be movies because I watch movies. So those couldn't be doing it to people. Right. So it must be that other thing that I don't do. This happens so frequently, and it's so tiresome. I don't know. I don't even know what to even say.
This has been studied many times, and the phenomenon of being angry or having emotion when playing a video game is very similar to playing sports. Very similar. And that is what the results are constantly. Like, you get hyped up, your adrenaline's flowing, you're playing a video game or football or basketball, and you start talking shit and you're playing and you're trying your best, you're sweating.
Yep.
It's very, very similar. This has already been proven. This is junk. So it's junk. At least he said maybe, and then not that it was.
But just the fact that he brought it
But
up
it's
is
so annoying.
It's
Oh,
he's
no,
throwing
It's
it
like
out
saying
there,
bringing up movies. I'd be like, no, don't even say
Yeah.
that. It's not what it is.
Here's
so
my
bad.
issue with that. We have this connection where it's like, well, look at Korea, look at Japan, look at China. They don't have the amount of shootings that we have. Well, guess what? Now they're going to say, well, then it's the guns, and that just opens the door to that conversation too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's
Mhm.
not the gaming. It must be the guns. We need to start limiting the rights of people owning guns.
But then okay, when motherfuckers start mowing each other down with machetes, then what?
Oh, then it's the machetes.
Yeah, then we're in the UK all over again.
I was just
so.
gonna say, isn't the UK trying to get rid of machetes too right now?
They already have.
And
Dude, they have
Australia
bins,
too, right?
Bins you can put your machete in. Yeah,
In Australia too, right?
I'm sure.
Which fun fact, by the way, when I was I had forgotten what the Australian flag looks like. So I was researching it for one of my videos. I was like, oh, that's weird. It's got like the Britain flag.
It's a cool
inside.
flag, actually.
But I'm like, why the fuck is the Britain flag there? So then I went down this rabbit hole and I was like, this explains the connections between Britain, the UK, and Australia and why they all think exactly the same right now.
Even
Don't
though they're
forget Canada.
criminals,
Canada.
they still feel the same way. Because it was a colony of criminals from the UK.
Correct. Yeah. It used to be.
They just said, "Get the fuck out of here. Go to your own island."
What was that? Like Escape from LA?
My
Is that-
ancestors got sent to Australia. I'm part Irish.
But yeah, any
penal
closing
colony, there we
thoughts
go.
on the situation with RFK saying that video games are causing violence
It's just
and school
lazy.
shootings?
Walk
just
it back, bro. Walk it back, please.
It's just
I
lazy.
wanna
And I
believe
need
it.
you to understand that, like, a lot of gamers were the reason why you're even where you're at right now.
Yeah.
A lot of gamers and people who follow Asmongold and have conservative opinions, bro. Like,
Well, it's the same thing with Trump, by the way. Like a lot of
Yeah.
gamers are behind Trump, but Trump's even made comments about video games being a problem, and we're like, what did he just say?
Those boomers, bro.
right.
They really don't get it.
They don't.